Fallout from the pandemic continues to have an impact on a lot of different industries, including UNM's medical school. Students are in desperate need of human cadavers after a massive shortage. As News 13's Stephanie Chavez reports, their education depends on it.
I learned much better from the dissections than I did with the rest of the materials.
There's nothing that can replace the hands-on experience medical students get from the cadaver lab.
There have actually been a lot of studies that show that hands-on learning of anatomy is so foundational to the practice of medicine.
But because of the pandemic, resources are being stretched thin. The lab needs 75 cadavers every year for medical students and resident physicians, but right now they only have 18.
Everyone's different. So when we look in the anatomy textbooks and then we look in the lab, we see there's a lot of variation among people. And you lose that if you only look at one or two donors.
There's a few reasons this is happening. For one, they're only able to accept bodies from Albuquerque and Santa Fe because of transportation issues. Funeral homes are overwhelmed and short-staffed. And on top of that,
unfortunately, if they have actively died from COVID, we cannot take them in our program for student safety as well.
instructors are being forced to think outside the box to find other ways students can get in those invaluable lab hours.
Well, if the shortage persists, we will probably have to convert to a course, at least partially, where we do the dissections and then the students come in groups or in waves and just observe.
Virtual cadavers are also an option, but
you're not going to be doing surgery on a virtual person. You have to really get in there and know what you're up against.
They're hopeful more people will choose to contribute to science, even after death. Stephanie Chavez, KRQE News 13.
Bodies typically stay in the lab up to 2 years and then are cremated and given back to families. If you're interested in learning more about the anatomical donation program at UNM, we've put the information on our website under alwaysonkRQE.com.